Greetings viewers, this is Monotone Maverick coming at you with another video. Today we'll be unboxing and discussing the high-end master model Zoids Storm Sorter by Kotobukiya. The Storm Sorter is a pterodon type Zoid that is mostly used for aerial attacks or aerial warfare, as you can tell from the box picture. In the media, the Storm Sorter actually made its debut, so to speak, in both Zoids New Century and the Chaotic Century. In Chaotic Century, a pair of Storm Sorters were piloted by the characters known as Rosso and Viola, which were former members of a desert gang in the series, and eventually became personal guards of another character by the name of Prince Rudolph. And in Zoids New Century, these Storm Sorters were introduced as a type of aerial Zoid to combat the Blitz team in a match, whereas they had 4 of them on this team, the Backdraft group, and only 2 of them were defeated by the Reynos in this one episode, whereas the other 2 were eventually defeated. Now, the Storm Sorter was actually known in this series as a aerial Zoid that can break the sound barrier. Now, for those of you who are unsure about the sound barrier is actually 600 miles per hour, or in this case, hitting top speed of Mach 4. Within the series and other forms of media, the Storm Sorter can actually be customized with certain weapons. However, even though it's an aerial type Zoid, it is mostly used for close combat. That's enough of the origin of the Zoid. Onto the box. I do want to pause for a little bit by stating that I actually got this Zoid before I started this YouTube channel, so I already did open it. I did not build it yet, so none of these are in the plastic that it came in, but I was hoping we can actually build this together. So onto the box. I really love this aerial pose that they gave this Zoid. I mean, it's respectful, actually. It's makes sense, of course, due to the Zoid's combat style. And for those of you who are not too familiar, this Zoid right here in the background, that's a regular Zoid that if you were to see Zoids Chaotic Century, you would know what kind of Zoid that is. And there's another regular right here, but of course very tiny to see. And RZ is a Republican Zoid. 029 to the sides, just some, I want to say it's Japanese characters. Fortunately I cannot read it. To the side are same as the front. Okay, now we get to see some things about the kit. You can tell here has some of his main close combat weapons. There's a blade on his head and there's a blade on each wing. And the mouth can open, which I can't tell whether this is just the mouth itself or that's how the cockpit is open. I'm not 100% sure. Over here, you can actually have an option of giving it just regular pterodon claws or talons for the wings, or exchange them for a set of cannons. And with a proper stand, you can actually have this Zoid almost like kneel down, so to speak. That way you can probably display it instead of having some sort of like strings that you want to display on the ceiling. So I'm glad they have that option. And just a top view of the kit itself. Wings here, thrusters on the back, and of course the pterodon legs. So I am looking forward to building this. So let's open it. And here we have the instruction manual, and I want to add that I'm really amazed just how big this kit is. I was not expecting the Storm Sorter to be this big. Like this box is similar to that of maybe Liger Zero personally. I was actually thinking about maybe this would be around the same size as a Command Wolf or even a Lightning Sykes, which I will be making videos for those soon. So please be patient with those. But yeah, I'm really surprised just how big this kit is. And some schematics, and here's like a checklist. I think it basically tells you in case you're missing a part, you can just send this out. They can present to you with that part you need. There's a Zoid core, top left corner. More images as it was on the box. Some data of how big the Zoid is. 47 tons is the weight. I want to say the length of the Zoid is 10.1 meters and the wingspan is 12.9 meters. And gives you a display of all the runners as including the Zoid. See, there's A, B, C. I think it goes all the way to T. So a good amount of runners for this kit. And that, okay, now you all can see. So yeah, it goes from A to T, some polycaps there, and the Zoid core right there where my thumb is. And give you a nice section, starting off with the head onto the body. The leg, the backpack, the wings, and eventually the full assembly. Along is going to show you how to move certain parts of the Zoid as well. And of course a connection piece if you can put it on the action base. And that's a little sheet that shows you all the colors that are involved in this kit. Even some colors that you may want to purchase yourself. So you want to paint it so that way the color can stand out more. And here shows you how to display the decals. And that's it. Okay. Zoid core right here. The decal sheet. Here we have the attachment pieces to put on an action base. These are just certain caps that go on the Zoid. For those of you who build the customized mobilized line back in the early 2000s, I want to say, these pieces were on the rotating pieces, and you see these like rotate whenever the kit were to move, whether it be on a battery-powered motor or even the wind-up tool. And here we have, I want to say these are parts for the legs, if not the back thrusters. Polycap runner, more polycap. I want to say this is for the body, but I can't tell. Outer pieces for the body or legs. This one was the same as before, same for the legs as well. Say this is the head. Blades for the wings. And this blade I want to say is for the head. The generic pilot that comes in most of these kits. Yeah, the Storm Sorter series weren't really assigned to any character really, except for Zoids Chaotic Sentry. They were belonged to Russo and Viola. Those were the only ones that were assigned, but this kit never came with a certain pilot like it did with other kits such as LEGO Zero and Shadow Fox. This is for the talons or the gun piece that I mentioned earlier that can exchange on the wings. And just extra, I guess, gold pieces to show any sort of like piston motion. These two only save for the legs, if not the back thrusters. Same thing as before, the front talon for the wings or the cannon. Let's see. More pieces for the pistons, similar to the gold pieces. I'm not sure about this one. And this is for the visor or the cockpit. You all have the giant wings, so really looking forward for that. And these wings actually have a lot of detail. I probably would do some paint lining on these once I build this kit. So I am looking forward to that. More pieces for the wings and just showing more lines for detail. I think I'm just going to use a black marker for this one. I think it would just be perfect. Black normally works best for almost all these kits, really. If there's like a silver one, I may test that one out just to see how it looks. But most likely, I probably will use black. Here we go. Now this is the backpack. I guess the top armor piece of the backpack, and this one is the head, I can tell. And I want to say this is the mouth. So there's that one, and I think this is the last one. And this side, I would assume, is for the body. And those are all the wonders and pieces for this kit. I'm definitely looking forward to putting all this together. I was hesitant at first to get this kit, but I was a fan of the Stormstormer just because of how sleek it looked in the show. I'm still waiting for that Reynos. Come on, go to Kotobukiya. We'll be all waiting for the Reynos. So really looking forward for that one, and that way I'll be able to finalize my Blitz Team kit collection. So definitely looking forward for that. But thank you for all watching this. Just so you know, I do know just how many times my videos are being watched, and thank you for that. But if you really do like this, then please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. More videos to come, more kits to be built. And if you don't like this, then please share the video. Share with people that you may believe is interested in watching these kits and have this as a hobby of theirs. Please, the more the merrier. And don't forget to comment. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have. So again, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep on building.